Rich Tehrani with TMC, thanks for watching. We're at Cloud Expo in Santa Clara. It's Cloud Expo 2012, I should say, Santa Clara, California. On our program is Apurva with Riverbed. Apurva, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me once again.
My pleasure. I know we've spoken before at numerous events, maybe Interops and even like Supercoms going years back. And
Right.
I don't think we've spoken at the Cloud Show, so I was hoping what we could do is talk a little bit about what you're doing here, what are you showing, and how it's been.
Sure. So as you know, Riverbed's all about performance. That's what Riverbed does. We find ways to make apps perform better. But when you move to the cloud or you move to software-defined data centers, the application delivery challenge becomes entirely different. So Riverbed is here talking about its Stingray product line. Its Stingray product line is an all-software application delivery controller infrastructure that application owners put in front of their app, either in the private cloud or the public cloud, to ensure a more reliable, highly performant, and more secure experience for their end users. So Stingray is a relatively new product line for Riverbed, but we've already got thousands of customers running us in places like their private data centers, Amazon, Rackspace, Joyent, IBM Smart Cloud, and more, with the end goal of producing the best possible experience for their end users.
And it's really all about experience, because when you're in the cloud, you are taking the processing and the storage one layer away, or in some cases miles, hundreds, thousands of miles away, and you've got to do whatever you can to make sure that experience for the end user is rapid and quick and seamless, right?
Exactly, and I think that last point is really key, seamless. So what happens if you're running infrastructure both in your private cloud and in the public cloud? What if you're running infrastructure both in Amazon and in Rackspace? What if all of a sudden, success hits and you get a big spike of traffic? Do you know how to deal with that? Stingray's Traffic Manager product allows you to inherently deal with all of those challenges of working across the world, working in peaky and unpredictable environments, and at the same time securing those users so that they have a secure, reliable, and fast experience. And so Stingray Traffic Manager provides that all within software. That means you can very, very easily spin that up in your public cloud or your private cloud. You can move it whenever you want. It's basically the flexibility that people expect today that they weren't able to get from legacy infrastructure.
Now, your target customer is enterprises, or are you also looking to have cloud providers become resellers or agents?
Both of those are true. So we have enterprises who buy our product directly or just get a subscription. And we have over 90 cloud service providers today that offer our product as an hourly or monthly service, kind of as an add-on to your existing application that you might be running in their environment anyway.
Now, in terms of an ROI, of course we can argue ROI can be increased based on productivity, but is there an ROI determination that can be made in terms of buying less speedy hardware within the data center because you're adding performance enhancements above and beyond what's in the data center?
Yeah, so I think that there are a few ways to look at ROI, and depending on the customer, you look at it in a different way. A lot of customers actually see that when they improve the performance of their application, they actually have customers who purchase more frequently or drop out less frequently. The net result is that improving speed, even by a few hundred milliseconds, can improve your conversion rates by 2 to 3%. For even a mid-sized business, that results in tens of millions of dollars more per year. The next level of ROI that people look at is because we provide them a higher level of availability with our product, they often say, what's the cost of downtime? What if my site goes down, like in a cloud outage? If you can avoid that entirely, you remain up, and not only do you capture the revenue you were supposed to capture, but your competitor sites who did fail in that kind of outage, those users come to your website and you capture that business as well. Typically, Stingray customers see a return on investment somewhere between 6 and 8 months after investing in the product.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, typical question I like to ask as we close, and viewers always want to know, what's next, what's coming, what can they expect?
Well, the big thing for application delivery infrastructure is how to deal with delivering your application within a software-defined data center. As this world of clouds moves to not only just being about virtualizing the app, but also virtualizing the network that supports that app, how do you deal with the dynamic, flexible, and ever-changing needs of delivering your app within an environment where your data center is always changing? And I think that's the key place to look and the key place to understand how software-defined infrastructure is going to impact your application in the future.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.